Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube. My name is Nur Muhammad from NM Watch and I'm back with another strap reviews. Okay, so what do we have today? Okay, oh sorry, I've got to do a quick wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my Seiko Turtle Putty with I've put it on this Mr. Sailcloth sailcloth strap from www.iwantastrap.com. I've done a review for both this watch and also this strap, but this time around I've put it on the deploy buckle. Okay, so yeah, looks really cool, huh? Okay, so anyway, that is my quick wristwatch check. Today let's get back to this rubber strap. Okay, so if you guys follow my channel, you know that I've recently got my first ever Borealis, which is the Borealis Storm, and it came free with this strap, which is I wanted to check out the strap, and luckily this strap came with the watch for free for people who have made a pre-order. And I've used this strap for a while on the Borealis itself and also on the Seiko Monster. But prior to that, I've also purchased an Obris Morgan rubber strap. So today we're going to do a quick comparison on what are the good and the bad things about these two straps. Okay, so quickly let's get the dimensions out of the way. So for this Obris Morgan, the length from here to here is about 135 millimeters. From here to here is about 80 millimeters. So as you can see here, yes, it looks much longer than the Borealis rubber strap, and because the Borealis rubber strap is from here to here is about 130 millimeters, and from here to here is 75 millimeters. So yes, visually you can already see that this rubber strap is much longer than the Borealis strap. Okay, so how about the pitch? Okay, so you can see here that these two strap features a vintage style rubber strap. Okay, and you can see that the pitch, I mean the distance from this hole, the center of this hole to this hole, which we usually call pitch, for the Obris Morgan is about 6.5 millimeters, and on the Borealis is just 5 millimeters. Okay, how does this makes a difference? Personally, the smaller pitch makes a much better fit on your wrist. Okay, so I will show you when I do a wrist shot later. Yeah, so I prefer the smaller pitch because I can easily adjust the strap whenever. And you know, when our wrist sometimes our wrist swells, it becomes bigger, it becomes smaller, and this distance, the smaller pitch makes it much more comfortable. Alright, so next, what about the thickness? Okay, you can see here visually, you can see that this strap, this Obris Morgan is about let me see, I've measured just now, from the top is about 5 millimeters thick, and at the bottom, at the end of the strap is about 4.7 millimeters. So it's not really that huge difference between the top and the top is here, the end is here, right? But for the Borealis, it's slightly thinner at about 3.6 millimeters here, and 2.8 millimeters here. So yes, it's quite thin, so which for me gives a lot more comfort. And it's much more supple. Yeah, you can see that. I'm not sure about the rubber type used by Borealis and Obris Morgan, but definitely the Borealis is much softer compared to the Obris Morgan. You can see that it's not really that that supple. All right. So next, what do we have? The buckle. Yes, you can see here that the buckle on the let's go for the Obris Morgan. It features a brush buckle. Let me see if I can focus it. It features a unsigned brush buckle with a 7 millimeters 7 millimeters width pin buckle, and the buckle itself is not that long. The length from here to here is about 8 millimeters, but the difference with the Borealis is it features about 13 millimeters length long 13 millimeters length buckle, and the pin is about 7 millimeters width. And of course, it features this cool Borealis sign brush finishing, which is really cool. Yeah, you know what? Short strap, big buckle, long strap, small buckle. I don't know. If we put this thing here, yeah, it will look much more bigger, right? So it kind of give it a balance, all right? So what about the keepers? The keepers on the Obris Morgan features a simple rubber keeper, and the keeper size is about 8.3 millimeters from here to here, and the Borealis features a much thinner keepers at about 6.8 millimeters from here to here. Okay, so how about the usability? Yes, personally I've been using the Obris Morgan for about 2 years now. This one for just 1 month. All right, so I know my favorite. My favorite is definitely the Borealis. Okay, reason being why. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick reason why this is a much better option. Although this costs you $25, shipped all the way from Portugal, but in my case I've got it for free. Okay, and this one is just $18.9 US dollars, that is, shipped all the way from Hong Kong. Okay, so both of them get to Malaysia in about 2 weeks. I'm not sure the shipping to another country, but to Malaysia it takes about 2 weeks. Both of them is basically the same, right? So usability wise, yes, like I mentioned just now, the rubber is way much smoother on this Borealis. You can see that. I don't know, man, it's not really that supple, right? So, and then the pitch, the distance between this and this one, the pitch is smaller and give you a much better fit. And I want to talk about the keepers, right? So you can see here, okay, let me give you a focus. This is what we call, in molding, plastic molding term, we call this a parting line, right? It is where the mold meets between the core and the cavity of the part, of the mold. Okay, so what happens is, after you use it for quite some time, it starts to break. You can see that, right? So this is after 2 years of use. So whenever you want to put this thing in, so it goes in there, and it starts to break like so. Okay, so if this rubber strap end is smaller, yeah, it will not happen. But that's the design, and yeah, that's the result after 2 years of wearing. Okay, but on this Borealis, you can see that the parting line is down there. So whenever you put the strap in like so, it will not cause any stress to the keeper itself, which is, for me, it's a really cool design. You can see that the keeper's parting line is down there, and even the strap's parting line is down there, compared to the Obris Morgan, where the parting line is in the middle. Okay, so yeah, that is one of the reasons why I think the Obris Morgan the Borealis is much more better design compared to the Borealis. Okay, so let's take a look at the back. You can see here on this Borealis strap there is some ribs. So when you put it on your wrist, the watch will not move because we have some resistance here and over here, right? On the Obris Morgan also features the same amount, not really that same amount of ribs, but there is a bit here and here. But this is for this rib only available on the 20 millimeters width strap. But if you buy, there is the website name again, www.obrismorgan.com. If you buy the 22 millimeter strap, this there is no ribs here, and there's no branding, and also there is no branding, Obris Morgan branding over here. Okay, what is the problem with if there is no rib? Okay, I found that for my 22 millimeters, I've bought one in orange color, and I've sold it afterwards because when I use this strap, and normally if my watch is 22 millimeters, luck with, the watch itself will be a, quite a heavy dive watch. Okay, so what happens is the top itself is quite heavy, and when I use a strap without any ribs, it will flop around on my wrist. So that is why I ended up selling the 22mm strap. I think maybe 1 year ago. Okay, so whereas for this one, no problem at all, right? So yes, you can see here there's no branding whatsoever, no any Borealis branding. So yeah, I kind of shame, but we have this huge keeper, so nobody's gonna forget that this is a Borealis, right? Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention about this. The buckle has a spring, no, not spring, sorry, a screwed pin, like so. Whereas on the Obris Morgan features your normal spring bar. Okay, so oh, one more thing. This strap comes with a vanilla smell, which some people initially, when they started when Obris Morgan started to produce this strap, some people complained that the vanilla smell is way too much. I've been using this strap for about, I don't know, maybe almost 2 years already, so the vanilla smell is kind of gone away already, so there's no smell at all right now. And for the Borealis, no smell at all, which I don't really care. But I just love the ease of use of this strap. Okay, so one more thing that I would like you to notice is this strap is advertised as black, right? And this one is also advertised as black, but you can see here, if you put it side to side, you can see that this is not that black. It kind of looks like a dark gray or something like that. Maybe, yeah, you can see there's a sheen to the Obris Morgan, so I don't know, if you use this black strap on a much, maybe a matte black, maybe it will matte black watch, maybe it will suit it much better, I think. So, and the website, on the Borealis website, they only have 24, 22 and 20mm with just 3 colors, black, blue and orange. Whereas on this Obris Morgan, they have quite loads of colors there. They have, I think, navy blue, orange, red, or even yellow, and then aqua blue or something like that. So yeah, much more option if you go for the Obris Morgan. But as I mentioned just now, if I ever wanted to buy another rubber strap, this style of vintage style rubber strap, I would definitely go for the Borealis, because it is much more comfortable compared to the Obris Morgan. Okay, so let's end this video with a quick wrist shot to see what I meant by the comfort of wearing this Borealis strap, and also the Obris Morgan strap. Alright, so let's show you the wrist shot. So yes, you can see where I'm using this Borealis on my Seiko Monster. You can see that I'm on the 5th hole, and because the strap is not that much, not that long, so yes, it fits very nice on my wrist. Okay, so if you compare it to the Obris Morgan, you can see that I'm on the second last hole. Okay, and because this strap is much longer, I have to oh god, that is difficult. Okay, you can see that the tongue is way much longer. Okay, so yes, you can see that it kind of wobbles. It's quite difficult to get a good fit because the pitch is too big, whereas this one, it's way much easy to get a good fit on your wrist. Okay, so all in all, but is it worth the money to pay extra $6 for the Borealis? I would say definitely. Okay, but if you are really on a tight budget and you don't want to spend more than $20 for a piece of rubber strap, yeah, you can go for Obris Morgan. Nothing wrong there, but yeah, as you can see, it's not really that comfortable. It's way too long, it's a bit stiff, and it's I don't know, kind of looks a bit, a bit cheap to me, whereas this one is much better in terms of quality. Okay, so if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up if you found it useful, and if you have any of this rubber strap from Obris Morgan and also from the Borealis, please do give me a comment down below. If you like to see more content such as this, please give me a subscribe, and thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.